If you found out the very thing that you went through was purposeful, so was nobody to blame. It's a reason why it was said that we was born into sin that we may live again. So it's evident that you're going to go through things in life. That was the whole purpose of you coming into this physical reality. You was born into sin. What does sin basically mean? Not knowing who you are. Sin basically mean not knowing who you are. So just imagine going through life and you blaming people. No, that all of that was supposed to happen. It was supposed to happen. And breaking the generational curse is being aware of that. It's being aware of it. Because it seemed like it happened to me, but it actually happened for me. Nobody knew. You can't blame mama. Mama didn't know. Mama didn't know herself. For everybody to be born into sin, that means mama was born into sin too. That means daddy was born into sin too. That means that grandma, grandpa, auntie, uncle was all born into sin. So just imagine not knowing who you are and then you having kids. And you don't know what healing is. You don't know what that is. The only form of healing you think is you finding somebody else and y'all procreating. You finding somebody to make you feel good. And in the beginning it feels good and then the truth come out. But now it's too late and you have kids and now your kids having to suffer from the environment that you created because we was always looking for ourselves in other people. We was always looking to feel something because of the voids that we felt within. You know, I didn't have my daddy in my life, so I'm looking for a man that loves me. I didn't have my mama, so I'm looking for somebody to nurture me. And so it was always seeking outside of yourself. But that's why it said to study and show thyself approved. So you go through these experiences just simply not knowing. And that's why I like when Tyler Perry said that forgiveness is not for them, but it's for you. Because that frees you. That frees you. Somebody can go on with their life. Somebody can transcend. But you still live with that hurt. A hurt that was derived from the very person that didn't simply love themselves, that didn't know themselves. So now you having to feel the brunt of an experience that wasn't even your own. You was just the byproduct of distortion. You was just a byproduct of it not being a foundation of self-love, self-worth, self-respect, self-awareness being the root. So you can't blame mama. You can't blame daddy. You know, nobody knew. Nobody knew. Absolutely nobody knew. And that's why it's said that you will be born into sin. Because you got to walk your own path. You got to know what's for you. And so experiences happen so that you can find you. Experiences happen so that you can find you. It's easy to be the victim. It's easy to point your finger. It's easy to say, this I'm this way because. Okay. That can very well be a fact. But how can you tap into knowing your truth? How can you tap into that? How can you say, okay, I know I am aware that I am this way because I didn't get the love that I wanted, or I was talked to a certain type of way, or I wasn't supported, or I shouldn't have went through that, and all of the things. That's your truth. That's an awareness. And so you entitled to feel how you feel. You entitled to feel like you had expectations that should have been met. But how can you save yourself? How can you save yourself instead of saying you are away because? How can you say, you know what? I became because. I became because that happened to me. And that's why I say you was born into sin that you may live again. What does living mean? Living means full acceptance. Living means forging your own way. Living means tapping into your purpose and understanding who you are. Because what I went through is not me. But guess who I really am? What I chose to stand in despite. So it's time to live again. It's time to live again. We can continue to point the finger and say this happened, and so I got to remain the victim. You can. You have free will to do whatever you want to do. You continue to do what you've always done, you're going to continue to get what you have always gotten. If you like how you feel, if you truly are peaceful, you enjoy life, you feel like you are operating heaven on earth, not in your afterlife. If you feel like it's heaven right now, you feel like you are peaceful, you feel like you don't need somebody, but you get to experience people versus needing them. That's a difference now. It's a difference in appreciating people that come in your life because they are just an add-on in your life versus needing them. Now that's a big difference. So if you are truly peaceful in the four walls in your room and it's just you and you and you and you, if you are truly peaceful, if you really feel it, if you really feel self-value, if you really have self-respect, if you really have self-love, if you really feel that, then continue to do what you do. But if you don't feel that and you need something in order to make you feel those emotions, then it may be time to do something different. We have played the blame game long enough. Nobody knew. Nobody knew. But that's not an excuse to keep doing what it is that you're doing. When you know better, you simply do better. When you know better, you do better. And I bet you get better. I bet you get what you have always wanted. Because you getting out of your own way. You getting out of your own way. Okay? I love you.